I thought that I saw a very good Spurs team performing very well overall, especially the first 28-30 minutes. Started fantastic the first minute, and then I think the next 9, Tottenham were on top. So credit to them. But the last 60, I thought we did very well. We did a lot of things right. Really grew into the game. And the score is that 2-1, and we got 4 very good or big chances. The one to Brian where Fabio wins it with the keeper. The one to Dams on the transition where he also win it high. The Kevin header and the Brian chance transition under the ball under. So we had the chances to equalize. We didn't, and then we lost the game in the end to Tottenham. I think it's fair play to Tottenham. They play well today. I think it's also good to put into perspective that we always try to come here and win. You could see that again today. There's no away ground we are fearful of. We respect every away ground massively. So I like the bravery from my players, but also their how can you say biggest stand capacity is bigger than our stadium. We play a team that are fully firing with their strongest lineup up there. We are missing 5 of our strongest players. I think I'd like that to be the other way around, and I'd like to see how it would go. Tottenham will probably still be favourites with the quality they have in the squad. So that's just to put things in perspective. No moaning, no complaints. It is what it is. My job to put a competitive team out there.
You mentioned going for away games. Your next away trip is Old Trafford. Who are you planning to score in the first 25 seconds of that?
Yeah, of course, that's another positive thing. Of course, we work on the kickoffs, and of course, it's some of it is the ball forward, but it's also how we position ourselves on the second balls and what we do after there. So very pleased with that. Yeah, of course. Not only looked, he had handballed it outside the box. That incident or situation didn't define the game. As I said before, when we come here, we need to play 90 good minutes. We played 60. And the margins need to go our way. And there was a few deflection and balls dropped that didn't, all that need to add up to our possibilities for winning the game. It was a mistake. It could have been a free kick to us. Could have helped us, but you never know. I think the probability for scoring on a direct free kick is like 0.05 or 3. So probably not the biggest probability for scoring anyway. And I think John Brooks overall had a very good goal, a very good game. I thought his the way he handled soft fouls both ways was really good.
Thomas, just on that, to be booked after that, I'm guessing you were frustrated at the time, but is that even more annoying because you feel you have a right to indicate that we even saw that it did look outside?
Yeah, but I understand how it is. We can't be, how can you say, aggressive. I don't like that word, but we can't be too in their face because it's just our frustration. We can't do anything about it. It's the wrong decision. Hey, move on.
On the kickoff, do you see it as like an opportunity, like a moment when the opposition maybe a bit switched off?
I don't know if they switch off, but I definitely see an opportunity. Every set piece, if we call it that, we see as an opportunity. So it was well worked from the team and the coaches. Yeah, it is a set piece. Of course, one of the set pieces there's a little bit more to score from, difficult to score from, but we see it as a set play or situation we can set up and we can control as much as possible.
You've spoken about absentees. Obviously, Norgard's missing from the team. How did that happen? Because obviously there were no fresh injury doubts coming into this game.
Of course, I couldn't say it yesterday. I'm sorry, that was how can you say? Try to disguise it a little bit. To be honest, we don't exactly know. There was not a clear contract, but it's a minor injury. It was 50-50 if he could make it to the game today. Convinced he will be available for West Ham.
And that happened on the training ground?
Yeah. So nothing big. It's just he is just too short time.
And Fabio Carvalho, obviously first Premier League start today. I thought when he got on the ball, he was really good and decisive. But perhaps outside of that, he was bullied by Tottenham a little bit. How did you see his performance?
I think I don't know if he got bullied, but I think his performance role was good from a first Premier League start with us. I like that in a difficult away game. I think he will be even better in games where he hopefully can be a little bit more on tops in bigger period of the game. So overall, satisfied with the first game.
And then a word on Lewis Potter. I think in the second half especially, he was really, really impressive.
Yeah, I agree. I think Keane was good. Also, first half, I think he was the one of the players that took initiative and got us out of difficult situations. Him, Damsgaard, I think as well played a good game. So yeah, pleased with Keane's performance.
Hi Thomas. Just
Hi Jay.
Just on Keane, there's got a sort of 2 assists in a row if you count last week. Is this quite a big season for him to step up and really show what he's capable of in his third year at the club?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a few I think it is difficult to step into the Premier League and be a consistent starter in any Premier League club. And one of the reasons we've been successful is that the team we got promoted with was probably 8, I don't know, more than that, 10, I think, starters from the playoff final, something that was still in the club. So they are good players. So fight your way into the team is difficult. And then on top of that, he's been unlucky with some injuries that had some setbacks. But I think he's in a good rhythm now. He's performing consistently on a good level, and I think the action for the goal was really good.
And then just final one from me. You mentioned how Tottenham made it really hard for you in the first 30 minutes. What was it specifically they did that?
No, I mean, we know they are a good pressing team. They press with a big intensity, and we need to be able to deal with that. And there's no doubt that we try to find the balance of adding a little bit more layers of be better in the build-up. I thought we've been brilliant in the build-up against Liverpool and City. I thought today in spells we're good, but in other spells we could have done better. That said, Tottenham is probably also one of the most aggressive teams in high pressing.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Take care. See you after.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, we'll let our friends from Sky start us off and then we'll all just follow on afterwards.
Thomas, that would feel like a little bit of a missed opportunity.
Bang on. Do I need to say more? No, it definitely felt like a missed opportunity. I think we did a lot of things right in the game, if I'm honest. But this is football, and in football, even if you do a lot of things right, it's not the same that you're going to win the game. You also need to always look at ourselves, of course, and what could we have done to do even more. And other times, it's the small bits, the margins that doesn't drop perfectly for you. But if we look at what we did well, I think we created a lot of good situations. We came into a lot of good situations and created some opportunities. We produced more than 30 crosses and 20 shots and all that, but we didn't create enough big chances. It's not like we had 5 or 6 big chances. We had maybe 1 or 2, and then we had a lot of half chances that on another day maybe could have gone in. And down to very good defending from Tottenham. I think they defend the box some of the best I've seen maybe the whole season. I think they were very, very good on closing down our transitions, either well positions, not committing as many players forward, being wearing our threat going behind, or foul us. So very clever, very good. And then in a how you can say tight game-ish, then we need to win the set piece battle, and we didn't.
Saw first glimpse from Michael as well today. How do you
Say again, sorry.
Sort of first glimpse of Michael
Yeah.
today in the team. How do you rate his performance?
I thought he looked good when he came on, bombarded forward, getting around Brian on the inside and produced some decent crosses. Defended well. Yeah, positive, I thought.
Deadline day tomorrow. Do you think your team needs a little bit more?
No,
So you expecting nothing now?
nothing. No ins, no outs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
Usually when I come here, I kind of sense the crowd pushing and behind the team and stuff, but I feel like the crowd are a bit expected to win today, and maybe there's a bit of anxiety. I wondered if you sensed that, and maybe if that got into your players with sort of getting those chances and taking them as well.
I think anxiety is maybe a big word. I didn't feel that. Sometimes I'm probably not the right one to ask, because sometimes I walk in and I think, the fans could have been a little bit better today, and then people say, they were fantastic, no? And then the other time I thought they were fantastic, and they know the other way around. So I'm so much in my bubble, focusing on the game. So probably the wrong one to ask that question. For me, it's about us doing a bit more. Even that we did quite a good things, quite a good things, right? Yeah.
Is that a bit of a sign of progress, though, if there is a bit of that feeling that maybe you expect to beat Tottenham at home? It's like,
I think that's a big expectation. I know they haven't had the best season, but if you look at their lineup, just take their front three, I think a lot of clubs would have taken them any day. I know more players that could be Kulusevski, but let's say their midfield, Kulusevski, Bentancur, Basuma. That's a very, 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 very good Premier League midfield. And then I know they haven't had a centre-back, but maybe Gray and Ben Davies played the best defensive game of the season. So Porro is fantastic as right-back. He's got Trent-ish offensive qualities, and Spence have done very well, Kingsley. So we can't expect... If we expect that, then there's something wrong with our fans. Or something wrong with... In the Premier League, it's difficult every game.
Hi Thomas. Your home form was so strong in those early months of the season. Now I think if we count Plymouth, I think it might be 5 defeats in 6. I know you can always look for easy answers and patterns and things like that, but do you think there is anything behind the fact that it's tailed off here?
I think it's for me. I also said that when we didn't get an away win, that it was all about consistent performances, and I thought that overall the away performances were quite good. We just couldn't get on the right end of getting 3 points. Now we solved that. Now we need to fix the home form, but I don't think there's too much to fix, if I'm honest. I think again it's been consistent performance. I think today, if you look at it, we should have got more out of this game, or at least a draw. I said we could have created more big chances. We created more than enough to get an equalizer, and then they score in the end. I think before that we faced Liverpool. I think they are an okay team, as I understand it, and we should maybe also got a draw there, or maybe got more out of it. Then we faced City, and we did very well. Then we faced Arsenal, and played a good game, but just couldn't have the cutting edge. Plymouth is a big disappointment. So, yeah, Nottingham Forest was a big disappointment. So, yeah.
First Premier League start for Hakon. What do you make of his performance?
I think overall good. I think he was, how can you say, he has good hands, good saves when he need to have it. I think he was good distribution. Probably not too much for him to do.
And with Mark Flecken, is that anything particularly serious?
Not serious. Don't know how long exactly. Got 2 weeks the next game, so it's a side strain. So, yeah.
The side of what? Sorry.
A side strain.
Oh, side. Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thomas, how much did you enjoy the battle of Jed Spence and Brian?
Good battle. Yeah, definitely good battle. I think it seems like Spence enjoyed a little bit more than Brian on the day. But sometimes it's a bit. I think Spence defended Brian very well, even though they had that big moment in first half where we were cutting in. Yeah, good battle.
Just one of those days for Whistle and Burma.
Yeah, I think they've been so good for us, and I think they deserve a lot of praise. I still think they performed well, but they were probably lacking that top cutting edge. It's a day like this where Wiz got the big chance, and if he scores there, have done okay, then it's a classic top striker performance. So yeah.
Were you surprised with the fact that they were dealing with you so well from set pieces?
If I'm honest, a bit, yeah. I thought if you looked at two teams in terms of who you would have guessed was the strongest on set pieces, it should have been us. So, but that's well done to Tottenham, and that's the bit I said it in the dressing room. We need to do better there. Deliveries, competing, everything.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much,
Take
everybody.
care. Thank you.